With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready up. Mike, 48. Hey, watch the leg.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Hey, watch the
Roll out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Brings it 3rd and inches.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A first down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And on the tackle, Kevin Greene, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Greene taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there, and the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Greene play.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Devon Hester, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's just me and you. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Gentry there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Come on,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, 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 kill.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Slip.
Leo. Buzz. Hit it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
On the ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That's taken on the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
At the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Open man here is Gentry. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Peyton. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And it's a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to retake the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll look to throw. And a throw there
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Punting now is Heyward as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Haden. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Woodson with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Second and 4. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, set. 260 Pittsburgh.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Hey, Delta.
Check 48's the mark.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. 10-2 soft.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, box drop. 5.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devon Bush able to get him for a loss of about 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Mike 50. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 50. Mike 50.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
We take a win. He's
Score.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, he will push his way down to about the 14. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yep. Look at me. Go.
Now a toss play. Allen. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 7.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Get it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Break.
Check, 48, the mark. In the face.
Now.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Griffin flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Griffin on the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Griffin. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? 60 or protein spill.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Kevin Greene. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devon Bush making the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is RG3. And that will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Peyton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find someone, anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. On 3rd down, Griffin. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin rolling to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. There's Franco Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Now back to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall dropping the hammer. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Griffin eluding the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
55. Hey, eat. You don't want to know.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another day.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Keep playing.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got block me. You got
61. Match box right.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun. It's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's Griffin, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use... And he will score! Touchdown, Patriots!